Hello, GM everyone. GM, just checking if the stream is launching correctly, and we'll straight away start and discuss everything. I'll tell you in a second every single topic I'll cover today. But let me check one sec. All right. I think we are live. Yes. All right, perfect. So this is day 3 of the journey of a vibe trader. I saw quite some people have watched the replay on YouTube. I'm very happy about that. You guys can basically, if you leave the replay, feel free to leave any comments you have in the for whatever I'm covering. If you want me to go more in depth into specific topics, that's something I'll be happy to do. And if you put a like or something, that's really encouraging. So what I'm going to talk about today are the following. Number one, we're going to go through all the bots and my trading that I've been doing since 2 days ago, since day 1. Since we're day 3 right now, we're going to see the whole portfolio and how it evolved. Then I will uncover new stuff that I found out in my research in vibe trading and building trading algo, both from the data set, so the agents, but also from just TA and also stuff. So I'll tell you a couple more findings I've uncovered. 3, I will basically show you how I deploy a trading agent live. So right now, as you know, I'm the founder of Quant. I don't want to talk only about my product. I think this should not be like a chill stream. It should be sharing what I find, but basically everything I'm developing and finding, I'm also trying to put it on the platform, so it's easy for me to show you how it works. And so I'll deploy a live trading agent on Hyperliquid and seed it with $1,000, and that will be part of my overall portfolio. Again, if anyone has question in the chat or want to share something, feel free to do so. So first, you can see here on the screen, I am on the Quant website, myquant.gg, in the arena. It's a red day. And well, good enough. Our agents kind of predicted it. Like majority were shorts. If you look at the 1 hour, a lot of them are shorts right now, even though we're kind of rebounding. So one thing that is very interesting is that on the 24 hours, even though there's not a lot of prediction agents, like 107, well, when the vast majority of them are going in direction, statistically, we see that it's more likely to be correct. On the 1 hour agent, it's not the case at all. It doesn't have any impact whatsoever. Oh, and by the way, for those that were not here in the first stream, so what we have here, very briefly, it's binary option agents. These are AI agents with very specific instruction, and their goal is to predict the direction of Bitcoin price. Will it be short? Will it be up or down? So short or long in the next 24 hours for all of these agents, and for the next 1 hour for all of these agents. They all have specific set of data and master prompt, etc. Actually, for some agents, you can see what their prompt is. You can see their system prompt. You can see the custom prompt, and you can see all the data, their sources that they are using. So that's and their accuracy, obviously. That's interesting. So yeah, it's a red day, and I had other signals, ML algos that flagged for shorts yesterday. But as you will see here, so here is a Quant extension. That's where I do my day trading. I didn't follow that for my day trading. So I have quite a lot of red all over the board. And yeah, I'll tell you what I think I did wrong and how I plan to solve that moving forward. Yeah, I saw in the chat, Dai Tutorin, just saw your stream. It sounds interesting. Well, welcome here. And if you have any question, just right here, I'll be happy to share. So yeah, first let's check out the whole overall portfolio. I basically crunched a number. Oh, here we go. I basically crunched the number on all the different bots and trading I'm doing, and I'm basically, for the purpose of these streams and basically the purpose of my journey as a vibe trader, I started with a 9K portfolio. Now it's 11K. So I started like 3 months plus ago. Now it was 11K dollars on May 11, so 2 days ago. And today it is a bit down. So these numbers are from early afternoon. So now everything changed a little bit. So some things are more up, some things are more down. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different trading instruments. 6 of them are bots. And one of them is me, this one is me manual trading with a tool, Quant. And so that's the one that is the most down today. That's also the one you can see with my live position here. So actually it's a bit more down. It's down like another $100, something like that. What I think I did wrong is essentially I can call my tool here on any page. The web, I was basically looking at the signals here. I saw the number of long versus short. And actually, Quant was telling me, okay, there is more shorts right now than long. But I was already having a position that was down, and I was thinking, okay, the market is going down a bit. I'm just gonna, try to cover and get more in with another long. And overall, it's not a big problem because I'm always entering a trade setup that are good, interesting. So this one, for instance, it's live right now. It just populated like 5 minutes ago. Has a confidence score of 88, and I'm checking the rational. I see, okay, has a 67% win rate, 0.96% EV per trade, net of all the fees. And this strategy has been tested on 1,500 trades in a 2-year period, and this is on a 30 minutes time frame. So I know, it's a good trade, right? Setup. If I just like enter it and probably forget about it, it has 67% win rate. That's pretty good. But the problem is that I entered with too much size compared to my portfolio, and then I was thinking, okay, I'm having too much size. I'm not willing to take the risk, and then I manually cut it. Then that was a bad cut. I was a bit down, and then after the market went down again, and I decided to re-enter kind of as a revenge trade. Let's put it that way. And it didn't end up well for now. Hopefully, I'm still like pretty good because my sizing is very small and it's all under control. But yeah, all these trades that are currently, as you can see, down, they're getting close to stop loss. They're still very far away, and I'm gonna probably most of them let them resolve either on take profit or stop loss and not close them manually. So that's one thing that happened on my manual trading with Quant. One thing I'm doing right now to resolve that is basically so you can trade with Quant as well directly on the platform. You don't need the extension. And I'm going to show you right now. So for instance, I'm going to enter a trade on Bitcoin. I'm going to take this setup that we saw that is really interesting. I'm just going to put $100. Oh, maybe I'm not connected. I'm not sure it's going to work. We'll see. Yeah, it's not connected. So, okay, I cannot do it right now here. Maybe I can do it here. Let's try here. Yeah, okay. Well, I was able to place the trade right now, but that's not what I want to show you. What I want to show you, essentially, I think it's going to work on paper trading. So here you can basically toggle between Hyperliquid and paper trading. So if I go into paper trading, and if I try to execute a trade, so that's a different portfolio. If you do paper trading, you have $10,000 portfolio and you can trade as you want. So yeah, now what happens each time? Now it's only on the website, on the platform. Each time you enter a trade, you can put your mood. So right now I am confident at like 6 out of 10. And my rationale is like it's a small trade compared to my portfolio, and I'll just let it resolve to TP or SL. And I save it as a journal. So I basically built this feature today because, well, I've been told about the journaling is important in trading. I didn't do it before, but now I'll be able to review through all of my trades. So this is the active position I just enter. I can review basically the mental state and everything I want when I build this trade. And then within the platform, we'll use that to build AI reports to tell everybody, if the mood you are in impacts your performance overall. So it's just a little thing, that I think is interesting. Journaling is very important, and with AI right now, you can build some good reporting. So yeah. Anyway, overall, I'm still up on my day trading with quant. I'm just like right now, I'm having a little of a downturn. I still have a very good win rate, so I'm happy. And yeah, and here I'm gonna be able to generate like weekly reports. So these ones are not correct, but yeah, they will also include my mood and everything. And so I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, let's put it at that for my day trading. And let's go back to the performances of everything else. So I don't know if you guys remember if you were here, but if you were not, I also have a couple bots. So one on Polymarket, for instance, is the following. So it didn't move a lot. Essentially, it's a bit of profit today, but it was a bit down yesterday. So pretty flat. We're still happy with this one. It's doing well. So we'll see how it does later on. And then I have a couple Hyperliquid bots. So let's see. So there is 3 main bots I have on Hyperliquid. This one, if you don't know, is using the agents, the prediction agents I have in the arena. It's taking good ones, bad ones, and then it tells me like to go long or short for 24 hours. I reduce the size from this one, and I put some of the money into the other bots to balance them. But yes, this one, I think, in 24 hours, it did a little bit of 24 hours. It's a little bit down, but actually from 2 days ago, it's essentially flat. There's not much to see here. On the long one, there was no long, I think, on 24 hours or like 2 days ago. So nothing changed. So this one's pretty flat. And then we have another bot, which is the one that is mixing machine learning algo that is trained on 2 things. That is trained on both the AI prediction agents that we have on the platform, and also technical analysis, so trading strategies. So it crunched both of them, and this one is supposed to be a super powerful model. It's supposed to work really, really, really well. So I had only $100 there 2 days ago. I just added 1,200 more to test it in better condition. So yeah, today that's one of the things. It basically flagged a short, and then it closed in profits, and that's also one of the signals on top of all the agents. When I saw that, I was thinking, okay, then I should trust it. It's been performing over time, and it's a good short signal. Of course, it's not going to be right all the time, but amongst all the other things, this plus the arena plus even the technical analysis signals on quant, everything was pointing short. So I should have listened to the result. So checking the comments right now because I didn't check for some time. Ta-da-da. How do you make the bots? From Mr. TZ. And so the bots, there's a couple things in order to make the bots. The first one is you need to backtest. So you need to build a system where you're gonna have a lot of candles, right? So I'm gonna take all the data, for instance, from Binance. It's free. You can download all the candles from years ago, so dozens of thousands of candles, for instance, from Binance on the BTC price for free. And then I built a system locally, so I am able to import indicators. So there is if you use AI or what vibe code, you can tell it, okay, I need a library that will bring you a lot of technical indicators for trading. It's very easy to do. And then you can build these strategies and you test them, you back test them on the data from the past. And then the idea is that when you build a system, you end up with some results, and then you kind of tweak the indicators here and there in order to get a good backtest. So it's going to tell you, okay, this strategy, look, it entered trades, like it entered 100 or 1,000 of trades in the last 1 or 2 years, and the overall profit, if you had a portfolio initially of, I don't know, $1,000, overall profit might be like $2,000, $3,000, etc. So that's the first step. You need to build the system, the backtest that you can trust. And it takes a lot of time. And also you need to make sure it's reliable. And that is for simple bots, that use technical analysis, that use indicators. If you want to build machine learning based bots, well, it's kind of a different story. You need to, I mean, you still can do it with AI. There's this couple of system, XGBoost and others, I forgot the names. I can send the details later on. But essentially what you're gonna try to do here is build a matrix of different, what we call features. So a feature can be a technical indicator. A feature can be, well, in my case, it's prediction agents. A feature can be an hour of the day. It can be the cycle of the moon. It can be whatever you want. And usually it's better when they're uncorrelated, because if you have 10 features and all of the features are basically exactly the same, then your model, it will just like not perform better than individual feature. And then the machine learning model, it like basically computes a lot of data in order to find correlations, the best correlations possible between all of the features that you gave it, and that will optimize for the outcome that you want. So if you say my outcome is that I start with $1,000 and I want this number to be the biggest possible at the end of the range. And in order to do that, you need to make trades. You need to make trades on this data that I got from Binance, like the OHLCV data, open, high, low, close, and volume, every candle. So you need to make trades. So you enter at some points and you close at other points. But you need a system that basically, like before the results, you are triggering a signal that will make you enter a trade and then close a trade. And in machine learning, there is actually very interesting. There is a very, very common trap that is called the look-ahead bias. So a look-ahead bias is then when you give a lot of data to your machine learning model, it will try to find the best correlation to basically build like the best, like most profitable trading system possible. But if you do not parameter the model right, it will basically look for the future price, and then it will say, oh, because I have access to all of these candles, I know that tomorrow it's going to be up So I'm putting a trade for today and I will sell tomorrow. So that's what we call the look ahead bias. It's when your system is flawed. It's when basically your model already knows what's going to happen. And that's something that, I did at the beginning. Then I was thinking, whoa, I'm going to be a billionaire in 2 weeks because I have 100% accuracy and it's incredible. Then I quickly realized, okay, that's called look ahead bias, and you just messed up the whole thing. So what you need to do when you build a bot with machine learning, you need to do something what we call the walk forward. So it's in order to avoid this look ahead bias. So basically the system will be trained, but it doesn't know specific amount of data, so it doesn't know the price in the future before. Anyway, I'm kind of rumbling and going in other direction. But the question was, how do you make a bot? Yeah, and then So my first bots, I used some servers. In order to deploy them, I used Railway. Yeah, that's basically where GitHub plus Railway. So GitHub is where the code lives, and Railway is where the servers are executing and computing the code, and then the execution is on Hyperliquid. But I'm going to show you much simpler way to do it through Quant, where you can basically deploy it in 3 clicks. Basically, everything I learned and I did, I just want to make it more simple for everyone to do, but also share the knowledge, because I think it's fascinating. For me, it's I really think about it as a game. I used to be a gamer. I don't play games anymore because this is a much more addictive game than any other. Next comment. Keep up. I'd like to start some like that also. I'll follow up for a while to see how it goes. GL, thank you, Jose. It's really a pleasure. Jikwan, everyone. Jikwan Inse, Jikwan Tilo. Really cool to have you here. So are there manuals on the Quant Discord how to do that? So Gianni, on the Quant Discord, yeah, you can find a lot of information on how to do the bots, and I'm going to show you some of them right now. So yeah, back to our trading models. So everything is, it's been 2 days, so it's pretty flat. I mean, some things are down, but overall portfolio is okay. And the last bot is the best one that I have, and it's this one. So this one that has been up almost 2x in 3 months, also with 100% accuracy on each trade. It did like 5 or 6 trades. And so yeah, it now it's currently down quite a lot, $91. But as you can see, it's been down more before, and it did end up closing in profit. This time it could be at loss. But if you look at the trigger condition, so it basically believes that the price will go at 86,000 before it goes at 73.6. And so this one, I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to let it go exactly how it wants and see how it goes. But yeah, that's another interesting one. It's also giving me a little bit of confidence on the market on the short term, middle term, because this bot has been decently good recently. Okay. What's next? So yeah, so we went through the portfolio and all the bots that have running. We went through my day trading and my overall portfolio. Checking Quant question: can I still join the Quant beta? Yeah, obviously. So on the platform, actually, we have something a little bit misleading. There is if you go on the platform here, there are 2 buttons. One is join open beta and open app. Actually, this one I will remove tomorrow. You can just open the app and use it. So you don't need access to the open beta for most of the features that we support. So yes, you can. So yeah, 2 things I want to cover right now. First, I want to unveil kind of a findings I have done, and then I'll deploy a trading bot right now. So the first findings I want to give you is that in our system, you're gonna have like signals popping all the time. So they're arriving all the time. You can check, for instance, newest, right? You have long and short. There is a huge bias in our system. So it's important you know it. The long signals always have a much better confidence score. There's always going to be much better. And the short signal always have pretty bad confidence score. And the reason is the following. Historically, all technical analysis trading strategies on Bitcoin have been much better long ones when they're long than when they're short. When they're short, there are much less that are actually profitable. And the short strategies that are profitable long time are very tight. So they're very low stop loss and low take profit. So the execution is much, much harder. You basically need to execute at the second the signal enters. So it's not a good fit for our system, and even for a bot. So I deployed some bots on short strategies because they looked very good on backtest and on paper. And I didn't trade it with a lot of size, but I was still too slow. And then I was not profitable because of the fees and all the stuff. So short strategies are very tough when they're only based on technical analysis. And that's why most of our good signals are long. So that's why all the best are long. And yeah, we have, so when you see this number, it's like the EV per trade. It's basically the number that will tell you on average, if you take these trades, how much are you expected to earn from these trades. If you take 1,000 of these trades on average, if you use these strategies, 1,500 of these trades, each individual trades will yield 0.96% of profit, which is huge. But some have negative EV, right? Especially the short ones. And by the way, all the EV is after fees. Fees, every single fees you would pay are included in that. So there is nothing hidden there. Some are EV negative. We keep them because they still give you an indicator on the price action, right? So this one is EV negative, but it has 90% win rate. So you know that in 90% of the case, when this signal pops, the price is going to go down 1%. And so even though it might not be very smart to take all of these trades, first, you can take it once and you will be in profit if it works. It's just that if you take all of them, then you will not be. But for one, it can work. And second, it will also give a good signal on the short-term price action. That's why I always look at first here, the amount of long versus short signals. And I also look at the shorts. That even if they have bad confidence score, it doesn't mean that they don't have an indication. Because usually the shorts, so again, they have bad confidence score, they have bad EV, but they have very, very high win rate because they are tight. And so they give a very good indication on short-term price action. So that's something that you also should pay attention to. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to uncover. Okay, so right now, I'm going to go into deploying a trading bot right now. So before I do that, I just want to show you that. So we have the arena. I showed you the prediction bots, but we have also a trading bot. So these ones are in paper trading, but they are basically following the markets. It's not like betting on just up or down binary options. We have quite a lot, and all of them are built by the community or the team. Majority of them are in profit. They've been running for 2-3 months. Very important lessons. In the first 3 weeks, majority were at loss. And because it was a market regime, right, where they were losing on the short term, and they might still, a majority of them could be losing soon. But the point is that if the strategies that we have are going to perform in the future, and that's not financial advice, then they should tend to be in profit over time. So yeah, that's an interesting one. So yeah, you can build a trading agent quite easily. You go to My Agent, And you can create paper trading for free, as many as you want, just to test, So that's all the ones I have that are currently testing. And you can create now a real trading ones. And that's what I'm going to do right now. This one is gated by a password. If you go into Discord, we're starting to give access, but it's still very, very beta. So we're still testing. Don't expect like everything to work amazingly well. But I'm going to show you how it works. So here I'm going to do a real trading agent on Hyperliquid. There's two options. I can describe it with AI, or I can build it manually. I'm going to build it manually. I'm going to call it Day 3 Stream Agent. Then I'm going to choose the asset. Right now we only have Bitcoin. So here's the important part. I'm going to pick the strategies. So here it's also, and it's just like incredible amount of value we provide, and I'm happy that everybody can access it. It's basically all the trading strategies that we have built in Quant with all the data. So maybe the UI is not great here. I'll improve so you can read better, but you have all of it here, and they are all optimized. So how I build that? I think it's interesting that you understand how I did it. I basically selected 60 something trading strategies that are blue chip. So that are, indicators that everybody used for a very long time and that are consistently good. Then I built a tool to optimize all of them. And so how I did is basically I crunched a lot of data, and I basically every single one of them, I made it I made some tests on the back tests for hundreds of different stop loss and take profit. And then I basically optimized for the best stop loss and take profit each time this signal triggers. And that's how I ended up with all of these strategies. So it's not so hard, actually. And usually it's the simplest things that work the best. So yeah, I'm here. So I want to build my bot, my trading agent live on Hyperliquid. As you know, I'm going to take long only because longs perform better. And then I can select as many strategies I want. So it means that every time the strategy will fire a signal, my bot will enter and buy based on this strategy. And so here I'm gonna basically, I'm not gonna do anything like too complicated. I'm gonna like get all the one that has the best EV per trade. Usually the best EV per trade are 1 day time frame, and they're very low amount of trades, 5, 8, 36. It's because 1 day time frame, you don't have a lot of signals, but usually they are the strongest with the biggest EV. So I'm going to add them anyway, even though I don't think they will trigger soon. This one are a bit more trades, so there might be more trades more often. Maybe this one. So I'm doing something very, very quick, right? I'm taking all the strategies in my bot. So here I have all the strategies here with the optimized stop loss and take profit. So I trust the platform because I built it, and I know that it's the best setup to ensure I have a good EV per trade. But if you prefer, you can either update them manually or even apply to all your preferred stop loss take profit. For now, this is quite basic. We'll have a lot more complexity and a lot of different stuff later on to the bots, but right now that's how it works. Next. So next is very important, right? It's my sizing strategy. So what does it mean? And that's what I'm doing right now. I basically did it for all my other bots. I just did it with code. But right now I'm doing it with the UI, but it's exactly the same. Where I need to decide how much of, I have two options. Either it's a percentage of my portfolio, so I'm going to put $1,000. If I say that I'm going to put 5% of my portfolio on each trade, it will be $50. So each time a signal from one of the strategies I select fire, then the bot will put 5% of the overall portfolio into the trade. Or it can be a fixed USD amount. I can say for each trade you just put like $5. So I'm gonna put portfolio. I'm gonna go with 10% portfolio, and I'm gonna keep a 3x leverage. So it means that for every trade, if I put $1,000, it will have approximately $300 with $100 of margin. So it will use $100 from the 1,000, and then it will go 3x leverage. And then max concurrent position. So that's the amount of position I allow my bot to have in the same time. So if you calculate, if you put 10% of your portfolio into a trade, you can have maximum of 10 position open at a time. But that's a bit aggressive, so I'm going to go with 5, which is very aggressive as well. So maybe I'm going to go with 4, actually. Up. And then you have risk controls. Right now, they are not really working, so don't bother with that. But yeah, the risk controls can be to limit daily loss limit. It will stop the bot, or the max drawdown. It will stop the bot as well. That's like kind of safeguard. I'm very aggressive on this bot. If you are more conservative, you would put 1-2% of your portfolio, maybe 2x leverage, not more. But yeah, I'm a vibe trader, so I need a little bit of dopamine. Okay, next. So you have the recap, right? So I see my my agent, I see the asset, all the strategies I have with the time frames, stop loss, take profit, etc., etc. I'm happy with that. Okay, create live agent. Okay, so now in order to activate it, I need, and I hope it's gonna work here because okay, I need to sign out and reconnect. Oh, I hope I didn't lose. I hope I didn't lose the data here. I don't think so. Tac, just a sec. Okay, hopefully it's gonna work. So in order to deploy the bot in live trading on Hyperliquid, the way it works is that you'll create a sub account. So I don't want to go into details. I don't know who exactly is watching this and how familiar you are with Hyperliquid. It's a trading platform for crypto, equity, etc. But yeah, essentially you need a sub account. In order to have a sub account, you need at least $100,000 volume on this account. This is not us. This is Hyperliquid. That's how it works. They only allow account with 100K volume to create sub accounts. Why do we need a sub account? This sub account will only trade your bot, and we do not have access to your funds. We can only fire trades, but we cannot withdraw. We don't have access to anything. So it's a matter of safety. That's why we do it. So yeah, I have already 2 sub accounts, but they're already in use by another bot. So I'm just gonna create one. So it's like live. So let's hope everything works. Otherwise, well, you just have to trust me it works. But right now we're gonna see. So right now you do not see, but I'm confirming stuff in my wallet, and there we go. So we just created a new sub account on Hyperliquid. Now I need to transfer funds. I'm gonna transfer $1,000 from my main account. Again, I'm confirming something on my wallet right now, and it's just been confirmed, and boom. It's going pretty fast. Happy with that. So I have my money on the perps account, and now I'm ready to trade, and actually it's live. So yeah, every single trade must be a minimum of $10. So we put at 11 just in case. That's also a Hyperliquid limit. They don't allow orders below 10. I think for API. I don't know about their UI. So yeah, now we just wait. The bot is live, and it has $1,000. Created May 13th. Day 3 stream agent. And so we'll basically just check how it does in the next stream session. and that's how it works. Yeah. So I was a little bit more in depth in the product today because we have a Discord community, and I wanted to demo some stuff to the community. But in the future, I will maybe speak less about quant and more about my journey as a vibe trader. So I'll share more about my ML bots and other stuff for everybody to see and follow. And if you have, again, anything you prefer to learn from in the comments, feel free to add it. I will explore this in the future. So yeah, I'm reading the questions from the chat right now. Miprox, will I be able to redirectly replicate my agent from paper trading mode to live mode? So yeah, many of you have already created paper trading agents, right? So here I have my trading, like real trading, I just show you that are live, and paper trading. Yes. So two things we're going to do. One is you're going to be able to replicate them. I'm going to try to push that next week. And two, you will be able to use other people bots if they allow. So you can create paper trading bots here, and if you are the creator, there will be a button if you allow it, so other can use copy trade it. And if they copy trade, then you'll get a revenue share on the fees that they generate. So I think it's a good approach. Goal is to help everybody here. I think what's important as well to understand in copy trading. Copy trading is a very large topic. I personally hate copy trading for a very, very weird reason, right? I just feel like it's not gonna work. I've tried some software, I've been scammed, or it didn't work. And I feel like, if you're gonna copy trade people, you're gonna copy trade people that have been very, very good, and then they already did 2x, 3x, 10x, and so you probably missed a big chunk of their edge, right? They're probably behind, and then if they are that good, I think they would move off chain, and they will hide their trading strategies. And that's personally what I would do. I would, if I have some model. Well, now I showed you some good stuff, and I showed you basically everything I have. But if I have something that do 10x every month, I'm not gonna keep it available. So yeah, copy trading is tough. But in these scenarios, it's very simple strategies that you can build, and it's not because you copy trade the strategies that you will copy trade the trade. Because depending on your sizing, right? If you copy trade a strategy where the bot puts 100% equity on each trade, well, maybe he will enter at one point, but then you will enter at another because he cannot catch the other signal because the capital is already used. So then you are entering another branch of trades from this strategy. And so you're never going to trade the same, actually. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's actually what happens. Yeah, everyone, we want to pay for your 10x, for your 10K to 100K. Actually, it went down to 60K. You have the Miprox in the chat. He's the owner of My Math Specialist, the best trading bot, but it's a high leverage. I'm not gonna copy trade it, to be honest. It's too risky. Attack on Titan question: can I custom import own strategies and backtest them and let the bot run on it? Yes. So it's not available right now, obviously, but I will do it, and I'm going to tell even more. My dream is to add not only huge catalog of trading strategies on Quant. It's not only you will have access to our prediction agents, but I'm going to add a lot of data points. And what I want you to do is to select all the data points you want. You select all of them, and then in one click, you can run a machine learning algo and see the backtest data, all in Quant, all in 2 clicks, super easily. So that's not available right now, but again, I'm going to try to push that ASAP. So yeah, you can test not only your custom strategy, but strategies on huge, large data sets that we own. So for instance, all the prediction agents, that's proprietary, so it's our own. But yeah, and you'll be able to train on them and make exotic strategies. That's my dream coming true soon. I hope, based on how much I reduce my sleep. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That sounds pretty awesome. Well, thank you. I really do. I'm super excited about it. Um, if I can tell you more personally, it's I built. I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years, but this is the most exciting project I've ever built. It really does feel like a video game, and yeah, I think the more players we are, because it's also something interesting. The more here in this system we create, so users are creating prediction agents, they're creating trading bots and stuff like that, and the more diversified we have, the more then we have all the data sets that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger that we can train on all together. And so it doesn't mean that we're all going to end up with the same algo and the same trades, not at all. Everybody will have different algo, different trades, but on a very large data set that helps everybody to have profits and basically exploit different market inefficiencies in different markets. Because now also we only have Bitcoin, but we're going to have equities and other markets as well. Yeah, that's it's kind of where we are. Last thing I can recommend is we have Academy here, which is very interesting. It's articles that are really well written, and at the end you have a quiz. So here I was bad; I only got 4 out of 5. So you can test your knowledge. You can just quickly read. They're interesting and see how much you know. For instance, I think that's interesting. Math behind losing streaks. So for instance, if you have a strategy that has 60% win rate, how many times are you going to have 3 trades lost in a row, 4 trades lost in a row, 5 trades in a row, etc. And for instance, 5 trades lost in a row, it's 1%. So when you're trading hundreds and hundreds of trades, it's going to happen quite often that you get 5 bad trades in a row. And so that is a lesson for people using high leverage. If you get a 5 like losing trades in a row, even if your strategy is 60%, it will happen and you'll get completely wrecked. So be careful with leverage. Yeah, 4 out of 5 get good. I'm ashamed, but yeah, you should check all these article. They've been written by April, head of community, super cool, and they cover like a lot of stuff that you need to understand, the edge, building routine, etc. So they're more optimized for day trading, and I think we're gonna cover and make more for building trading agents. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, if you see 4, you lose 4 times, go all in the 5th times, you got it. Yeah, that's another strategy that can work actually. I don't know if I would do that. I've seen on some Polymarket bots I had that it went really dramatic. So yeah, I had like 9 trades losing in a row on a 56% win rate strategy, and that was devastating. So yeah, the variance is a B. Let's put it that way. Okay. I think I'm covering everything for today. I will see if I do another stream this week or next Monday. And yeah, I'm really happy to have you guys participate. I'll keep it going and bring this 10K or 11K portfolio to 1 million very easily. No, we'll see how it goes, but it's interesting. And By the way, there are a lot of findings on the data and how to use the agents and combine them with the analysis, etc. A lot of things that I've uncovered I haven't revealed yet, but I will do it over time to keep things a bit spicy. Okay, have a good one, everyone. I'll see you if you want to join our Discord. You have all the links in the descriptions if you want to test out. And yeah, happy to welcome every new person in the community. Cheers.